Hi yogis, happy Halloween and the start of Mercury Retrograde. I don't involve myself as much with the astrology as I am with the lunar phases, but I am very curious about this Mercury retrograde as it is in Scorpio. Mercury is the planet of communication and travel, and Scorpio is the sign of passion, sexuality, life, transformation, death, and rebirth. So I'm leaning more that this is not necessarily communication or things coming in from the past, but things coming in from our shadows, our unexpressed desires that maybe have been lingering a little bit below the surface in the shadows, and bringing those repressed energies up into the forefront and acknowledging them and how they're shaping them. When we keep our shadow in chains, it robs the whole of its radiance, and we're denying ourselves those parts. And we can keep the shadow in chains through toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing. If we're coming from a place like that, then we're no longer authentic and genuine in who we are. Some of the most inspiring, captivating people are people who can acknowledge their shadow, that they experience things that normally are looked at as quote-unquote negative, such as anger or sadness, rage, those types of things. And instead of negating them, they've been able to transmute that energy as well. The moon phase, I'm more drawn to the moon in lunar witchcraft, is waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. So right now they aren't really to the fulfillment yet, and even if you can't work on your dreams in a practical sense, using meditation, visualization techniques, and really holding that vision, our subconscious is how we start to manifest things and draw them to the surface. So really working with more of the visualization and the manifestations. I'm going to pull a complimentary card for the reading here today, and the Mercury retrograde runs from October 31st to November 20th. And I don't think Mercury retrograde is something to be feared. I think it's something to have patience with, a little bit of whimsy, and to dig in and ask ourselves more of what needs to be healed. Scorpio energy is going to really excavate us. Anything that we haven't healed before, it will ask us to dig in deep and to draw forth and assess what it is that is going on. So, using it from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. The creators of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck were both members of the Golden Dawn. Oh my God. All right. Tower moment. So the tower up atop, it's a echoing to the Tower of Babel with a crown on top, or the ivory tower. So you've built yourself up in this tower of logic and wisdom. And then we have the lightning strike coming down, which the tower moment can ask us to have a sudden spiritual awakening, which kind of levels ourselves in a practical field. We see the two figures falling down, and why it's not necessarily something to be feared. It's maybe just a deconstruction of how we previously viewed the world, or spiritual paradigms, or maybe lack thereof, and asking us to look into it. That energy above the fire, something coming in quickly. And as we have these tower moments, this deconstruction, it allows for regeneration, rebirth, and relife of certain things, to be able to break the bone to set it straight, and to set it on the course that it needs to be on. I'm going to pull a complimentary card as well, which is, I'm feeling called to the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. If we embrace the tower moments, if we embrace the excavation of things, the destructions of things, it can generate new life force, new creative life force. We are put in under pressure like coal to turn that time and pressure into a diamond, but we have to accept the pressure that we're under. Okay, this is interestingly enough, this is what came out. It's the tree of life. So we have the deconstruction moment with the tower, and as I was saying, something to generate rebirth and regrowth in the tree of life. Up above we have the butterflies here, and the tree of life calls us to move in from those roots and draw forth new life. I think interestingly enough, outside in the fall and the autumn time, we witness the trees shed the leaves and let go in their time when they're ready, in order to draw all that water back down into the roots so they can generate new life. So they accept the destruction in order to generate new life and rebirth and retransformation. Letting go is what is happening here, but it's not a letting go in in this sense. It's if you don't let go, you kind of get dragged behind, and I myself have a tendency to do that. So really embracing some of the deconstruction, the destruction of certain old forms and old patterns to help to restore you to your resonant tone and your natural essence. And I think that's what I'm going to leave it here with today. If you're interested in any private readings, go ahead and DM me. If you'd like longer readings for these lunar phases, let me know as well. I love you. I value you are I value you are limitless. Namaste.